Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Today we are going to be doing an e.l.f. video. So recently I have bought a lot of stuff from e.l.f. and I have found a lot of really good things that I like. And I was looking back and I have not done like a best of e.l.f. in years, maybe like 2 years I think, since I started my channel. So I thought I would do it for you guys. I also kind of got inspired to do other brands as well. So I have a list going of different brands that I want to do like the top 10 best products of that brand. So if there's a particular brand that you would want to see, just leave it in the comments below and I can definitely do that for you guys. But today, like I said, it's going to be all about e.l.f. products. So e.l.f. is a super cheap makeup brand. Most things are under the $10 mark or right at the $10 mark. They are available at Target, some Walmart stores, a store near me called Meijer has it, and of course you can find the whole line on elfcosmetics.com. So I just thought I would pick the best things from this brand. I use a lot of e.l.f. Some of my holy grail products are from e.l.f. So I'm going to share with you guys the top 10 like products that I love and how I use them. So if you guys want to see what they are, just keep watching. Okay, so these are in no particular order. I just kind of pulled the best of the best out of my collection. And the first thing I want to talk about are some brushes. So this is the small tapered brush. It is amazing. So mine, I just washed it, so it's kind of wonky, but when you first get it, it comes to like a little bit of a point, if you can see. This one I've had forever. It's $3 and it is the best under eye setting brush. I love to use this with any setting powder and I just dab it right here. Because it comes to that point, it makes it so easy to get right up under the eye, and it's not super fluffy. Like it's fluffy enough, but it's not so fluffy to where when you do this, especially with a loose powder, you're not going to get powder like all up in your eyeballs and stuff. It is just the perfect size. And then I also really like e.l.f.'s eye brushes. So I actually have two of these. These are the e.l.f. crease brushes. So let me show you actually just what one looks like. These are really small crease brushes. So they're the same one. I just have two because I use them all the time. But what I love to use these for is like the outer V area. And if you want a more precise crease, like I'll go in with a fluffy brush as my transition shade. And then I'll go in with this kind of brush to do that. Like today I did this green with this brush. It's just so easy and it's fluffy, but it definitely is like a smaller size, so you can get really precise, but it still blends everything. So I really like the crease brush. And then another one that I love is the blending brush. So this one is more flat. It's like out of pinched in at the ferrule. Can you guys see that? And it's a little bit more fluffy. So I also like to use this for crease colors, but you could use this if you need like one brush to do one look. Honestly, this is probably the brush. Because it is pinched at the ferrule, you can lay color down, like lay eyeshadow down with it, but you could also turn it straight up and blend it out, which I really like. This is also nice for that outer V just because you can get really nice and precise, but it still blends everything without looking messy. So that's what I really like about these two eye brushes, is that they blend things, but it doesn't get messy. So if you want to do like a black smoky eye or something, you can use these brushes and it looks blended and nice without looking like you have a black eye. So I really like these. Okay, so moving on to more like makeup-y type things, let's go ahead and start with the face. So this is the e.l.f. contour palette. This is in the lighter shade one. I know that they have a darker one too. Mine looks really messy because I use it. I think this is my second contour palette. This is only $6 and my contour powder is kind of breaking, but you get a bronzer, a contour, a like satin finish white powder, and then a yellow powder. I like to mix these two to set my under eyes just because it gives a really nice finish. And then this is beautiful to contour. It's what I did today. And then I use this to bronze right over that. So I love this palette because you get everything you need. And the tones in this palette are super nice and they blend really well. Like I love my contour when I use this palette because it just blends so nicely, and the tone is nice on the bronzer and on the contour powder, and I really like the setting powders as well. I just think it's a great contour palette, and you know, without giving you all of like this is what I like about e.l.f. palettes like that, because they have a contour palette for like dark skin, and then they have one for like medium light skin, which is the one I just showed you. So I like that they kind of do that, because some brands put out these huge contour palettes, which is nice if you're like a makeup artist or something, but for someone like me, I don't need all of those colors because they don't all work for my skin tone. So I like that e.l.f. kind of gives you like two options, that you have everything you need and that you can play with without having like an excess amount of products, if that makes any sense. So I love that. Okay, moving on to another face thing. These are the HD Shimmer highlighting powders. I have 3 of them. Let me grab the other one. Okay, I do have 3. This one is in Sunset Glow. It's a little dark for my skin tone, to be honest. I like to use this one more of as an eyeshadow. And then this one is Star Light Glow. This is my favorite just because it's like a really pale gold. I am wearing this one today along with another one that I'll show you. And then recently they put out Pearl Glow. So this is like a stark white. So if you are super fair, you will definitely like this because it will show up on your skin. So what I did today is I took Starlight Glow, which is that really pretty pale gold, and I put that right there, and then I took a little bit of Pearl and I just put it right on top just for a little extra oomph, you know? But I love these powders. They're so smooth, and they just give the most beautiful glow on the skin, and I want to say they're like $6. I will link everything down below for you guys, so don't quote me on any prices, but those are really nice, and I love them. I love to just like, it just gives the most beautiful glow. Like, look at that. And they have a lot of different shades. I think they have these 3 and then maybe 1 or 2 more that are darker. I know for sure that they have 1 more that's darker, but I don't know if they have 2. Okay, moving on to eye stuff. The matte eyeshadow palettes. I talked about these a lot in my August favorites. It took me a long time to like jump on this bandwagon, but I finally did and I'm obsessed. The Summer Breeze one is also the Matte for Matte 2 that it used to kind of be. This is beautiful. It's like that warm purple kind of tone. And then they had the Holy Smokes one, which is the newest palette. I did use the green and the blue today on my eye look, and the black, and a little bit of this gray look right now, and the white. I've used them all. But I love this palette, really pretty. And then they also have just the original Mad for Matte, which is, this one's really hard to open, but it's just this one. This one is the most neutral, the most everyday, wearable, appropriate look. But these are just so smooth and nice. And they are like $10, and you get a nice range of shades. And like I said, they're just a really nice matte eyeshadow. They're very buttery. They're really smooth and pigmented. I love those. Okay, another thing for eyes is the e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift Pencils. I use these every single day. I don't really like to use other eyebrow products, to be honest. I've tried to use some pomades, and after using these, and I just don't like it. It takes too much work. These are so nice because they're skinny, but they're not so skinny. So they're not like, it doesn't take you a long time to fill in your brows, but they're also not super thick to where it's like difficult to use. And the actual product is so creamy, but it's not like overly creamy where it's going to smudge a lot. It's just really nice. The shade Taupe is honestly the most universal eyebrow shade out there, I think. It's just nice. It's a cooler tone brown. I really like it. I like to use this one, and then I also like to use neutral brown. So I will use this one more on, like I kind of just outline the brows, like on the bottom with this one, and then I go in and I fill it all in with Taupe. I just feel like this gives a more defined line, which I like. It makes it look a little bit cleaner. And then this is what I use to kind of fill in the rest of it. But I love these pencils. They are $2 and you cannot go wrong with them. They are amazing. Okay, so let's move on to some lip products. The new Liquid Matte Lipsticks. I love this formula. I also talked about these in my August favorites. The formula on these is so incredibly thin, you feel like you're wearing nothing on your lips. Today I am wearing the shade Blushing Rose. It's a little like cool toned, bordering on gray pink. I just think it looks really pretty. And then there's also Tea Rose, which is a more purpley gray, and then Berry Sorbet, which I like. It's a really pretty hot pink. They have some other shades in these as well, and I love the packaging. It looks really nice, and like it's kind of heavy, but the formula on these, it's so opaque and just thin, and it just feels like you're wearing nothing, but you still have that really nice like punch of color. I love it. Okay, so another lip product I want to talk about are the lip oils. I love these so much. They're just a really hydrating gloss. These are the two shades that I am in love with. This is Nude Kiss. I really like Pink Kiss as well, but I lost that one like right after I bought it, and so I have no idea where it is. But they're just a really nice creamy gloss. They add some color, but nothing too intense. And then Coral Kiss is a beautiful coral shade. This is a shade of lip gloss that I love because it just wakes up your face. They don't have any shimmer in them. Either one of these shades don't. And they're just creamy. They feel so hydrating on the lips. They offer some color, but not like a ton to where you're nervous that it's going to bleed a lot. And they're just creamy. They're just good lip glosses. So I love the lip oils. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the e.l.f. Makeup Lock and Seal. I mention this a lot on my channel, and everyone kind of asks me how I use it. So I just thought I would share with you guys how I use it, because this product I cannot live without. This is the best product that e.l.f. makes, to be totally honest with you. And it's really weird because it's just a colorless little liquid that they have in this little bottle, and it comes in like a little dropper. And what I do every day is I put like 2 drops or 3 on the back of my hand, and I just kind of like take my finger, dab it in there, and then I pat it right over my eyeshadow. And I already did it today, but I'll just do a little bit more. And what I do is I just kind of like let it sit here and let it dry, and it dries fairly quickly, and it makes my eyeshadow last all day. I mean, I don't even have to use a primer, and it's zero creasing. If you also have like a foiled eyeshadow that you want to make really intense, or maybe you have a shimmer eyeshadow that's a little bit too chunky for your liking, you can mix it in with that, and it makes it like a liquid eyeshadow. It is beautiful. I love this because it just makes everything stick like to your eyelids. I have mixed this in with foundation as well when I want a super long wearing look, and it works really well that way. Basically anything you need to be long wearing, add this to, and it will stay on all night long. You will not have any problems. It is amazing. So yeah, it's kind of funny that I love the most like basic, boring product from e.l.f., you know, like the colorless product, but really that is, in my opinion, the best product e.l.f. makes, and I cannot live without it. Okay guys, that is it for this best of e.l.f. video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to leave any brands that you want to see like the best of videos in the comments below, so I know what to make for you guys. Like I said, I have a couple other brands. I know I have Milani and Maybelline kind of already set up in my head. But like I said, any other brands, just let me know. Thank you guys again for watching. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!